The National Hockey League is reportedly once again set to expand to cities potentially including Las Vegas and Seattle. But elsewhere, supply is not going up as demand increases for pro sports franchises. I'm John Marino, senior editor of The Deal, and I'm joined by Michael Brown to talk pro sports M&A. Buffalo Bills fans were halfway there. They thought that they were going to get Bon Jovi to buy them. Now they're just living on a prayer that they don't get moved to Toronto.
Right. Yeah. So we have 3 bids, I think, for the team. One of which is John Bon Jovi. Terry Pegula, another one of the he owns Buffalo Sabres, also involved, in Donald Trump. Sort of one of the surprising things I think about the process is that they're not getting $1 billion, which we saw the Cleveland Browns go for in 2012. It's kind of difficult to see, how a team in Buffalo that has such a passionate fan base isn't getting that. A lot of people are saying that Morgan Stanley might be botching the sale process. That's sort of the industry chatter out there, but sort of who knows kind of how it's really going on behind closed doors.
And obviously, this wouldn't be the first sale process that didn't go very well under Morgan Stanley. They were notoriously brought under heavy criticism for the handling of the Facebook IPO. I feel like there's kind of a dearth in NFL activity, but elsewhere in the NBA, we're seeing a lot of deals, right?
Right. Now, we saw the Clippers earlier this year obviously go for a record $2 billion. I think, the Bucks sold earlier for, another record setting at the time. And John, what else is going on in the NBA? That's kind of...
One thing I would expect to see, especially now that the Kevin Love trade has been completed, I'm going to go a little bit inside basketball as opposed to inside baseball. Yeah. They finally cleared enough money out of the team that they can actually sell the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we reported at The Deal, obviously, that the team is getting interest from not one but now multiple bidders. And also the owner, Glenn Taylor, he tried to sell them in 2012 and failed to do it. It doesn't really stand to reason that he wouldn't be interested again in finally exiting the investment, especially because, well, the Timberwolves have performed terribly under him.
Right. Yeah. It's interesting, and sort of seeing that an NBA franchise, can they get interest, and sort of where that's coming from. I think with as you started with the hockey, I think it's going to be interesting to see sort of who's up to buy those expansion teams, and sort of what kind of valuations they're getting as we see sort of pro sports again take off and in terms of ownership.
Maybe we should put together a fantasy owners team for next season.
I think there'll be a lot of transactions happening there.
Well, it looks like as we're getting ready for the kickoff of the NFL season, we're also going to be seeing the kickoff of some potentially interesting deal activity across a number of leagues. Absolutely. That's it for us today. I'm John Marino for The Deal.